There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Skies, birds fly, they fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then, oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly above the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I? Why can't I?
Good evening, and welcome to the Heritage Ranch Theater Guild spring production of Joseph Kesselring's Arsenic and Old Lace. You've been listening to the dulcet sound of the New York's own Brooklyn Keynotes, bringing your favorite songs to you. The Keynotes have returned to the Starlight Ballroom for this evening's show because of your overwhelming reaction to their last euphonious concert on our stage. But before beginning the next part of your evening, I've been asked to remind you to silence all electronics. Our play consists of 2 acts. The house lights will come up at the end of Act 1, and there will be a 15-minute intermission. Act 2 has 3 scenes, and there will be blackouts between each scene. The curtain will close again at the end of the play. Now, sit back and relax as we take you back to a time of candlelight, low taxes, and gentle virtues, a relaxing, peaceful time. Or maybe not, because we all know that things may not always be as they first appear.
Yes, indeed. My sister Martha and I have talked all week about your sermon last Sunday. It's really wonderful, Dr. Harper, how in only 2 short years you have taken on the spirit of Brooklyn.
That's very gratifying, Miss Brewster.
Oh, having grown up next to the church all our lives, we've seen so many ministers come and go. And the spirit of Brooklyn, we always say, is friendliness. Your sermons are not so much sermons as friendly talks.
Personally, I always enjoyed my chats with Cardinal Gibbons. Or have I met him yet?
Oh, no, not yet, Teddy. Are the biscuits good?
Bully!
Oh, would you have another biscuit, Dr. Harper?
No, thank you. I'm afraid I'll have no appetite for dinner now. And your biscuits are always so good.
You know, I do hope they don't make us use that imitation flour again. I mean, with this war trouble. It may not be very charitable of me, but I've almost come to the conclusion that this Mr. Hitler isn't a Christian.
If Europe were only on another planet.
Europe, sir?
Yes, Teddy.
Point your gun the other way.
Gun?
Teddy.
To the west. That's where the danger is. There's the enemy. Japan.
Yes, you're right.
Teddy.
No, Aunt Abby. Let's talk about Europe and more about the canal.
No, let's just not talk about war. Would you like another cup of tea, dear?
No, thank you, Aunt Abby.
Dr. Harper.
No, thank you. War and violence seem so far removed from these surroundings.
Yes, it is peaceful. Here, isn't it?
Yes, peaceful. The virtues of another day. The gentle virtues that went out with candlelight, good manners, and low taxes.
Well, it is one of the oldest houses in Brooklyn, and it's just as it was when Grandfather Brewster built and furnished it. Except for the electricity, and we try to use it as little as possible. It was Mortimer who persuaded us to put it in.
I understand that. Your nephew Mortimer seems to live only by electric light.
Oh, he does have to work so late, the poor boy. Oh, now I understand he's taking Elaine with him to the theater again tonight. Teddy, your brother Mortimer will be here a little later.
Delighted.
We are so happy that it's Elaine Mortimer takes to the theater with him.
It's a new experience for me waiting up until 3 o'clock in the morning for my daughter to be brought home.
Oh, Dr. Harper, I hope you don't disapprove of Mortimer.
Well,
Oh, we'd feel so guilty if you did, Sister Martha and I. I mean, since it was here in our home that your daughter met Mortimer.
well, I'll say immediately that I believe Mortimer himself to be quite a worthy gentleman. But I've also been watching the growing intimacy between him and my daughter with some trepidation for one reason, Miss Abby.
Oh, you mean his stomach, Dr. Harper?
Stomach?
Yes, his dyspepsia. It bothers him so. Poor boy.
I'll be quite frank with you. I mean his unfortunate connection with the theater.
The theater? Oh, no, Dr. Harper. Mortimer writes for a New York newspaper.
I know, but a dramatic critic is constantly exposed to the theater, and some of them actually develop an interest in it.
Not Mortimer. You need have no fear of that. Why, Mortimer hates the theater.
Really?
Oh, yes. He writes awful things about the theater. And you really can't blame him, poor boy. He was so happy writing about real estate, which he really knew something about. And then they just made him take this terrible night position.
My.
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, he says the theater can't last much longer. And in the meantime, it's a living. I think, well, if we give the theater another year or two, perhaps, who do you suppose that could be? Teddy, I'll get it. Thank you, dear. Well, come in, Mr. Brophy.
Hello, Miss Brewster.
How are you, Mr. Klein?
Very well, Miss Brewster.
What news have you brought me?
Colonel, we have nothing to report.
Splendid. Thank you, gentlemen. At ease.
You know Dr. Harper.
Oh, sure. Hello, Dr. Hopper.
We've come for the toys for the Christmas fund.
Oh, yes.
That's splendid work you men do, repairing those discarded old toys to give poor children a happier Christmas.
Well, it gives us something to do when we have to sit around the station. You get tired of playing cards, and then you start cleaning your gun. First thing you know, you've shot yourself in the foot.
Teddy, go upstairs and get that big box from your Aunt Martha's room. How is Mrs. Brophy? Mrs. Brophy's been quite ill.
Pneumonia.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, she's better now. Still a little weak.
Oh, well, I'll get you some beef broth to take home to
Oh,
her.
don't bother, Miss Abby. You've done so much for her already.
Oh, no, we made it this morning. Sister Martha is taking some to poor Mr. Benitsky right now. Well, I won't be a minute. Do sit down and be comfortable, all of you.
She shouldn't go to all that trouble.
Oh, listen. try to stop her or her sister from doing something nice, and for nothing. Why, they don't even care how you vote.
Well, when I got the call to come to Brooklyn and move next door, my wife was not well. After she died, and even months before that, I know what real kindness and absolute generosity are, and that's because I have known the Brewster sisters.
Colonel, you promised you wouldn't do that.
But I have to call a cabinet meeting to get release of those supplies.
You used to do that in the middle of the night. The neighbors would raise Cain with us. They're a little afraid of him anyway.
Oh, he's quite harmless.
Oh, suppose he does think he's Teddy Roosevelt. It's a lot worse people he could think he was.
Damn shame, nice family like this hatching a cuckoo.
Well, his father, the old girl's brother, was some sort of genius, wasn't he? And their father, Teddy's grandfather, well, seems to me he was a little crazy too.
Crazy like a fox. He made $1 million.
Really? Here in Brooklyn?
Patent medicine. He was some sort of a quack. He used the house as sort of a clinic. Tried him out on people too.
Yeah, I hear he used to make mistakes occasionally too.
Yeah, the department never bothered him much because he was pretty useful on autopsy sometimes, especially poison cases.
Well, whatever he did, he left his daughters fixed for life. Thank God for that.
Now, not that they'd spend any of it on themselves.
Well, I'm quite acquainted with their charities.
Oh, you don't know a tenth of it. When I was with the Missing Persons Bureau, I was trying to trace down an old man that we never did find. Do you know that there's a rental agency that's got this house on a list for furnished rooms? They don't rent furnished rooms. But you can bet if somebody came by here looking for a room, they go away with a good meal and probably a few dollars in their kick.
Yeah, it's just their way of digging up people to do some good to.
Well, isn't this nice?
Afternoon, Miss Brewster.
How do you do, Mr. Brophy, Dr. Harper, Mr. Klein?
Good morning, Miss Brewster. We just dropped in to pick up the Christmas toys.
Oh, Teddy's Army and Navy, they wear out. Well, they're all packed.
Colonel's upstairs getting them now. Something about the cabinet has to okay it.
Oh, of course. I hope Mrs. Brophy's better.
Oh, she's doing fine, ma'am. Your sister's getting me some soup to take to her.
Yes, we made it this morning. I just took some to the poor man who broke ever so many bones.
Oh, Martha, you're back. How was Mr.
Oh,
Benitsky?
it's pretty serious, I'm afraid. The doctor was there, and he's going to amputate in the morning.
Can we be present?
No, I asked him, and he says it's against the rules of the hospital.
Well, you can't be of any service, and besides that, you must spare yourselves something.
Well, here's the broth, Mr. Brophy. Make sure it's good and hot.
Yes, ma'am.
These are fine. These will make a lot of kids happy. That O'Malley boy is nuts about soldiers.
That's General Miles. I retired him. What's this? The Oregon?
Teddy, dear, put it back.
No, Aunt Martha. The Oregon goes to Australia.
Now, Teddy.
No, I gave my word to Fighting Bob Evans.
But Teddy,
What difference does it make what kid gets it? Bobby Evans? Izzy Cohen? Well, we'll get running along now, ma'am, and thank you very much.
Oh, not at all. Goodbye.
I better be getting home.
Charge! Charge the blockhouse!
Before you go, Dr. Harper.
Blockhouse?
oh, the stairs are always San Juan Hill.
Have you ever tried to convince him that he was not Teddy Roosevelt?
Oh, no.
He's so happy being Teddy Roosevelt.
Well, once, a long time ago, remember, Martha? We thought that if he'd be George Washington, it might be a change for him.
But he stayed under his bed for days and just wouldn't be anybody.
And we'd so much rather he be Mr. Roosevelt than nobody.
If he's happy, and what's most important, you're happy, you'll see that he signs these.
What are they?
Oh, Dr. Harper has made all arrangements for Teddy to go to Happy Dale Sanitarium after we pass on.
Why does he need to sign these now?
It's better that we have everything all settled. If the Lord should come along and take you away suddenly, perhaps we might have a difficult time persuading Teddy to commit himself. And that would mean an unpleasant legal procedure. Mr. Weatherspoon understands and these are to be filed away as soon as possible until they are to be used.
Mr. Witherspoon, who is he?
He's the superintendent of Happy Dale.
And Dr. Harper has arranged for him to come by tomorrow or the next day to meet Teddy.
Well, I better be hurrying along, or Elaine will be over here looking for me.
Oh, Dr. Harper, give Elaine our love. And please, don't think too harshly of Mortimer because he's a dramatic critic. Somebody has to do those things.
Abby, did you just have tea? Isn't it rather late?
Yes, dear. And dinner's going to be late, too.
So, why?
Teddy, good news for you. You're going to Panama to dig another lock for the canal.
Delighted. Bully. That's just bully. I shall prepare at once.
Abby, while I was out?
Oh, yes, dear. I just couldn't wait for you.
Charge!
But I didn't know when you'd be back, and Dr. Harper was coming.
All by yourself?
I got along fine.
Well, I'll run downstairs.
Oh, no, dear. I was all alone and there wasn't time.
Oh, well,
Martha, just look in the window seat.
oh.
Oh. Oh, it's Elaine. Come in, dear.
Good afternoon, Miss Abby. Good afternoon, Miss Martha. I thought Father was here.
Oh, he just this minute left. Didn't you meet him?
No, I took the shortcut through the cemetery. Mortimer come yet?
No, dear.
Oh, he asked me to meet him here. Do you mind if I wait?
Not at all.
Say, no, dear. Won't you sit down?
Why, thank you.
But we are going to have to speak to him about doing this to you.
Doing what?
Well, when a gentleman takes a young lady out, he should call for her at her house.
There's something about calling for a girl at a parsonage that discourages any man who doesn't embroider.
Well, he's done this too often. We're going to speak to him.
Oh, please don't. After young men whose idea of nightlife is to take me to prayer meeting, well, it's wonderful to go to the theater almost every night of my life.
Well, it's a comfort to us too, dear. If Mortimer has to see some of those plays, he has to see. At least he's sitting next to a minister's daughter.
Yes. Oh, my goodness, Elaine, what must you think of us not having tea cleared away by now?
Mortimer should be here any minute now.
Yes, Father was probably surprised not to find me at home. I'd better run back and say goodnight to him.
It's a shame you missed him, dear.
Yes, if Mortimer comes, you tell him I'll be right back. Hello, Mort.
Hello, Elaine. Hello, Aunt Martha.
Mortimer. Abby, Mortimer's here.
Were you going somewhere?
Just over to tell Father not to wait up for me tonight.
I didn't know that was still being done, even in Brooklyn.
Hello, Mortimer.
Hello, Aunt Abby.
How are you, dear?
Oh, I'm fine. You look well. You haven't changed much since yesterday.
Oh, my goodness, it was yesterday, wasn't it? We're seeing a great deal of you lately. Well, come, sit down. Sit down.
Oh, Abby, haven't we something to do in the kitchen? You know, the tea things.
Oh, the tea things. Well, you two just make yourselves comfortable.
Yes,
just
make yourselves at home.
Well, can't you take a hint?
That was rather obvious. A lack of inventiveness, I should say.
Yes, that's exactly what you'd say.
Where would you like to go for dinner?
I don't care, I'm not very hungry.
Well, I just had breakfast. Suppose we wait until, after the show.
That'll make it pretty late, won't it?
Not with that little stinker we're going to see tonight. From what I've heard about it, we'll be at Blake's by 10 o'clock.
You ought to be fair to these plays.
Are these plays fair to me?
I've never seen you walk out on a musical.
That musical isn't playing tonight.
Oh, no, I was so hoping it was a musical.
You have such a light mind.
Not a bit. After a serious play, we join the proletariat on the subway, and I listen to a lecture about the drama. But after a musical, you make a few passes.
That is a very inaccurate piece of reporting.
Oh, I will admit, after the Bierman play, you told me I had authentic beauty. And that's a hell of a thing to say to a girl. But after our first musical, you told me I had nice legs. And I have, too.
You know, for a minister's daughter, you certainly know a lot about life. Where did you learn it?
In the choir loft?
I'll tell you and explain to you later the close connection between eroticism and religion.
Religion never gets as high as the choir loft. Which reminds me, I better run over and say goodnight to Father.
You know, I'll never be able to rationalize it.
What?
My falling in love with a girl who lives in Brooklyn.
Falling in love? You're not stooping to the articulate.
You know, the only way I can regain my self-respect is to keep you in New York.
Did you say keep?
No. I've already come to the conclusion you're holding out for the legalities.
I can afford to be a good girl for a few more years yet.
And I can't wait that long. Where can we get married in a hurry? Say tonight.
I'm afraid Father will insist on officiating.
God. You know, I bet your father could make even the marriage service sound pedestrian.
Are you by any chance writing a review of it?
Forgive me, darling. It's just an occupational disease. I may give that show a good notice tonight.
Now, darling, don't pretend you love me that much.
You better tell your father not to wait up on you tonight.
Oh, I think I better tell Father to wait up.
I'll publish the banns with Winchell.
Nevertheless.
Okay, everything legal and formal. But I don't want to wait more than a month.
Darling, I'll talk it over with Father and set the date.
No, we have to wait and find out what's in rehearsal. There might be other first nights in October.
Hello, Mortimer.
How are you, Mr. President?
Bully, just bully, thank you. What news have you brought me?
Just this, Mr. President. The country is squarely behind you.
Yes, I know. Isn't it wonderful? Well, goodbye. Goodbye.
Where are you off to, Teddy?
Panama.
Panama.
Panama's the cellar. Teddy digs locks for the canal down there.
You're so kind to him, and he's very fond of you.
Well, Teddy was always my favorite brother.
Favorite? Were there more of you?
Yes, there's another brother, Jonathan.
I never heard of him. Your aunts never mentioned him.
We don't like to talk about Jonathan. He left Brooklyn very early, by request. Jonathan was the kind of boy who liked to cut worms into, but with his teeth.
Whatever became of him?
Oh, I don't know. He wanted to be a surgeon like grandfather, but he wouldn't go to medical school first, so his practice got him into trouble.
Oh, aren't you two going to be late for the theater?
Oh, we're skipping dinner. We won't have to leave for a half an hour.
Don't
Well,
bother.
Then I'll just leave you two alone
Don't
together.
bother, darling. I was actually on my way over to tell Father not to wait up for me tonight. Before I go out with you, he likes to pray over me a little. I'll be right back. I'll take the shortcut through the cemetery.
You know, if that prayer isn't too long, I might have time enough to lead you beside distilled waters.
Mortimer.
Oh, Mortimer, that's the first time I've ever heard you quote the Bible. We knew that Elaine would be a good influence for you.
You know, I'm going to marry that girl.
Oh, Mortimer, Martha, come in here. I have the most wonderful news for you. Mortimer and Elaine are going to be married.
Married? Oh, Mortimer.
We hoped it would happen just like this.
Elaine must be the happiest girl in the world.
Happy. Just look at her skipping over those gravestones.
Well, when Elaine comes back, we must have a little celebration. We must drink to your happiness. Oh, Martha, is there any of that Lady Baltimore cake left?
Yes.
And I'll open a bottle of wine.
To think it happened in this room.
Oh, Mortimer. Well, when you're at the theater tonight with your fiancé sitting beside you, I do hope the play will be something you can enjoy for once. Now, it might be something romantic. What's the name of it?
Murder Will Out.
Oh, dear.
When the curtain goes up, the first thing you see is a dead body.
Da 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 da.
And Abby, you were going to make plans for Teddy to go to that sanitarium, Happy Dale?
Yes, dear. It's all arranged. Dr. Harper was here today, and he brought the papers for Teddy to sign. Here they are.
He's got to sign them right away.
Oh, that's what Dr. Harper thinks. That way there won't be any legal difficulties after we pass on.
He's got to sign them this minute. He's down in the cellar. Get him up here right away.
There's no such hurry as that.
Oh, no. Once Teddy starts to work on the canal, you can't get his mind on anything else.
No. Teddy has to go to Happy Dale now, tonight.
Oh, no, dear. That's not until after we're gone.
Right away, I'm telling you, right away.
Mortimer, how can you say such a thing? Why, you know that as long as we're alive, we'll never be separated from Teddy.
I have some shocking news for you. Now listen to me. We must try and keep our wits about us. You know, we've tried to humor Teddy because we thought he was harmless.
Why, he is harmless.
He was harmless. That's why he has to go to Happy Dale and why he has to be confined.
Mortimer, why have you suddenly turned against Teddy, your own brother?
You're going to have to know sometime. I suppose it might as well be now. Teddy's killed a man.
Nonsense, dear.
There's a body in that window seat.
Yes, dear, we know.
You know?
Of course, dear. But it has nothing to do with Teddy.
Oh, you just forget about it. Forget you ever saw the gentleman.
Forget?
Well, we never dreamed you'd peek.
But who is he?
Well, his name is Hoskins, Adam Hoskins, and that's really all that I know about him, except that he's a Methodist.
That's all you know about him, but how did he get here? What happened to him?
He died.
Aunt Martha, men don't just get into window seats and die.
Well, no, he died first.
But how?
Oh, Mortimer, don't be so inquisitive. The gentleman died because he drank some wine with poison in it.
How did the poison get in the wine?
Oh, we put it in the wine because it's less noticeable. If it's in tea, it has a distinct odor.
So you put it in the wine?
Yes, and then I put Mr. Hoskins in the window seat because Dr. Harper was coming.
So you knew what you'd done and you didn't want Dr. Harper to see the body?
Well, not at tea. That wouldn't have been very nice. Now, Mortimer, you know the whole thing. I do think Martha and I have a right to our own secrets.
And don't you tell Elaine. Now, Abby, while I was out, I called on Mrs. Schultz. And she's doing better, but she'd like us to take Junior to the movies again.
Well, we'll have to do that tomorrow or the next day.
Yes, but this time we're going where we want to go. Junior's not dragging me to another one of those scary pictures.
Hello, city desk. Al, do you know who this is? Right. When I left the office, I told you where I was going. You remember? Well, where'd I say? Well, it would take me about a half an hour to get to Brooklyn. What time do you have? That's right. I must be here. Aunt Appy, Aunt Martha, come in here.
Yes, dear.
What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
What are we going to do about what, dear?
There's a body in there.
Yes, dear. Mr. Hoskins.
Well, good heavens, I can't turn you over to the police. What am I going to do?
Well, for one thing, stop being so excited.
And for pity's sake, stop worrying. We told you to forget the whole thing.
Abby, how can I make you realize something has to be done?
Mortimer, you behave yourself. You're much too old to be flying off the handle like this.
But Mr. Hotchkiss,
Hoskins, dear. Hoskins.
whatever his name is, you just can't leave him there.
Oh, we don't intend to, dear.
No, Teddy's down in the cellar now digging a lock.
You're going to bury Mr. Hotchkiss in the cellar?
Oh, yes, dear. That's what we did with the others.
No, you cannot bury me. Others? Others? When you say
Other
others, do you mean more than one others?
Oh, yes, dear. Let me see. This is 11, isn't it, Abby?
No, dear, this makes 12.
Oh, I think you're wrong, Abby. This is only 11.
No, dear. I remember when Mr. Hoskins first came in, it occurred to me that he would make just an even dozen.
But you really shouldn't count the first
Well,
one.
I am counting the first one, and that makes 12.
Oh, no, you shouldn't count that first one.
And that's where we started.
Hello?
Oh, my goodness.
Hello?
He's just being...
Oh, hello, Al. It's good to hear your voice.
Anyway, they're all down in the cellar.
Shh. No, Al, I'm sober as a lark. I just called you because I was feeling a little pirandello. Never mind. Look, Al, I'm glad you called. Get a hold of George. He's got to review the play tonight. I can't do it. No, you're wrong. I'll tell you all about it tomorrow. Just get a hold of George. He's got to cover the play. It is my department, and I'm running it. You get a hold of George. Now, let's see, where were we? 12. 12?
Oh, yes. Abby thinks we ought to count the first one, and that makes 12.
Okay. All right. Who was the first one?
Oh, Mr. Midgley. He was a Baptist.
Of course, I still think we can't claim full credit for him because he just died.
Martha means without any help from us. You see, Mr. Midgley came here looking for a room.
It was right after you moved to New York.
And it just didn't seem right to have that lovely room going to waste when there were so many people who needed it.
He was such a lonely old man.
Well, all his kith and kin were dead, and it left him feeling so forlorn and unhappy.
We felt so sorry for him.
And then when his heart attack came, and he sat dead on that sofa, looking so peaceful. Remember, Martha, we made up our minds then and there that if we could help other lonely old men to that same peace, we would.
He dropped dead right on that sofa. How awful for you.
Oh, no, dear. It was rather like old times. Grandfather's laboratory had...
Well, you know, Grandfather always had a cadaver or two around the house.
You see, Teddy was digging in Panama, and he thought Mr. Midgley was a yellow fever victim.
That meant he had to be buried right away.
So we all took him down to Panama and put him in the lock. Now, you see why we told you not to worry about it, because we know exactly what's to be done.
So that's how it all started. He just walked in here and dropped dead?
Well, of course, we realized we couldn't depend on that happening again.
And you remember all those jars of poison up in Grandfather's laboratory all these years.
And you know your Aunt Martha's knack for mixing things. You've eaten enough of her piccalilli.
And dear, I take 1 gallon of elderberry wine and add 1 teaspoonful of arsenic, and then add 1/2 teaspoonful of strychnine, and then just a pinch of cyanide.
Should have quite a kick.
Oh, yes. In fact, one of our gentlemen found time to say, "How delicious."
I'm going to get things started in the kitchen.
Oh, Mortimer, I wish you could stay for dinner.
I'm trying out a new recipe.
I couldn't eat a thing.
Well, I feel so much better. Oh, Mortimer. You have to wait for Elaine, don't you? My, how happy you must be. Well, I'll leave you alone with your thoughts. Yes, da 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 da.
Oh, it's you.
Don't be cross, darling. Father could see that I was excited, so I told him about us, and that made it hard for me to get away. But listen, darling, he's not going to wait up for me tonight.
You run along home, Elaine, and I'll call you tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Well, you know I always call you every day or two.
But we were going to go to the theater tonight.
No, we're not doing that.
Well, why not?
Well, something's come up.
Mortimer, darling, you've lost your job.
No, I haven't lost my job. I'm just not reviewing the play tonight. Now, you run along home, Elaine.
But certainly you can tell me. I want to know.
No, I can't.
But if we're going to be married,
Married?
have you forgotten that 15 minutes ago you proposed to me?
I did. Yeah, I did. Well, as far as I know, it's still on. Now, you just run along home, Elaine, and I'll call you in a day or two.
No, not until I've had some type of explanation.
Elaine, I want to talk to you about this. I really do, but I can't right now. So I want you to go home, and I'll call you when I can. You're a sweet girl. I love you very much. But something came up, and I can't deal with it right now, so you go home and wait for me to call you.
Don't try to be masterful.
When we're married and I have problems to face, I hope you're less tedious and unimaginative.
And when we're married, if we're married, I hope I find you adequate.
Elaine! Elaine!
That's the doorbell, dear, not the telephone. Oh, well, how do you do? Come in.
I understand you have a room to rent.
Yes, won't you step in?
Are you the lady of the house?
Yes, I'm Miss Brewster.
City desk. Let me talk to Al.
This is my sister, another Miss Brewster.
My name's Gibbs.
Oh, well, won't you
We got
sit
disconnected.
down?
May I see the
Just
room?
can't cover the play tonight. That's all
All
there
right,
is to
now,
it.
are
I
you,
can't
is
cover the
Brooklyn
play.
your home?
Haven't got a home. I live in a
Just got
hotel.
to find somebody
and
that can review
Don't like it.
There's got to be
Are your
somebody
family
around the
Brooklyn
office.
people?
Haven't got a
Well,
family.
look,
All alone in the world?
who said
Yep.
Well,
I
Martha,
told him he could go to
you've
Panama?
come to just the right
What?
house. Won't you sit down?
Well, try the printers. There's got to be some
What
printers
church
around
do you
there.
go to? The Episcopal Church is right next door.
How about the guy that
I'm
sets my type?
Presbyterian. Used to be.
What I write?
Is there always this
Right.
much
His
noise?
name's-
He
his
doesn't live
name's
with
Joe.
us.
He's the
I'd
third
really
printer
like
in the
to see
second
the
room
room.
over.
Oh, it's upstairs.
Well,
Won't you try a
certainly.
glass of our wine before you
No,
start
I
up?
have
Never
not
touch
started
it.
drinking
It's
yet,
both
but
elderberry
I'm about
wine.
to start.
We make it ourselves.
Elderberry wine. I haven't tasted elderberry wine since I was a boy. Thank you. Do you have your own elderberry bushes?
No, but the cemetery's full of them.
Do you serve meals?
Now, we might. Why don't you see if you like our wine first?
Mortimer,
Mortimer, not that.
Ah! Get out of here! Do you want to be poisoned? Do you want to be killed?
Now you've spoiled everything. Oh. For heaven's sakes.
You can't do things like that. I don't know how to explain this to you, but it's not only against the law, it's wrong. It's not a nice thing to do. People wouldn't understand. He wouldn't understand.
Abby, we should never have told Mortimer.
What I'm trying to say is this has developed into a very bad habit.
Mortimer, we don't try to stop you from doing the things that you like to do. I don't see why you should interfere with us.
Hello. All right. I'll sit through the first scene and I'll pan the hell out of it. But you've got to do something for me, Al. Get a hold of O'Brien, our lawyer, the head of the legal department. Have him meet me at the theater. Right. Now, don't let me down. I'm starting now. I've got to go to the theater. I can't get out of it. But before I go, I want you to promise me something.
We'd like to know what it was first.
But you know I love you very much. And I know you love me. There isn't anything in the world that I wouldn't do for you, and I just want you to do this one little thing for me.
What do you want us to do?
Don't do anything. I mean, don't do anything. Don't let anyone in this house, and leave Mr. Hoskins right where he is.
Why?
Well, I need time to think. I've got a good little bit to think about. You know, I wouldn't want anything in the world to happen to you.
What on earth could happen to us?
Anyway, you'll do this for me, won't you?
Well, we were planning on holding services before dinner.
Services?
Certainly. You don't think we'd bury Mr. Hoskins without a full Methodist service, do you? Why, he was a Methodist.
But couldn't that wait until I got back?
Oh, then you could join us.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Mortimer, you'll enjoy the services, especially the hymns. Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river that flows by the throne of God. Oh, Martha, remember how beautifully Mortimer used to sing in the choir before his voice changed?
Now remember, you're not going to let anyone in the house while I'm gone. It's a promise.
Well,
No, we can do this now that Mortimer's cooperating with us. Well, all right, Mortimer.
Have you got some paper? I'll get back just as soon as I can. There's a man I need to see.
Well, here's some stationery. Would
No,
that do?
That's just fine. I can save a lot of time if I write the review on the way to the theater.
Oh, my goodness.
Mortimer didn't seem quite himself today.
Oh, I think it's only natural. I think I know why.
Why?
Well, he's just become engaged to be married. I suppose that always makes a man nervous.
I'm so happy for Elaine. And their honeymoon should give him a good vacation. I don't think he got much rest this summer.
Well, at least he didn't go kiting off to China or to Spain.
I never understood why he wanted to go to those places.
Well, You know, I think to Mortimer, the theater has always seemed pretty small potatoes. He needs something big to criticize, something like the human race.
Oh, well, Abby, if Mortimer's coming back for the services, we'll need another hymnal. There's one in my room.
Oh, dear. You know, it's really my turn to read services. But since you weren't here when Mr. Hoskins came, I want you to do it.
Oh, that's so nice of you, dear. Are you sure you want me to?
Oh, it's only fair.
Well, I think I'll wear my black bombazine with Mother's old brooch.
Oh, well, I'll go, dear.
Oh, remember, we're not going to open any door. We promised Mortimer.
Well, who do you suppose it is?
Wait a minute, I'll look. It's two men. I've never seen them before.
Are you sure?
There's a car at the curb. They must have come in that.
Oh, let me see.
Do you recognize them?
They're strangers to me.
We're going to have to pretend we're not at home.
Too bad, about 5 pages, I think, 7 pages, maybe 7 pages. Well, I'll show you where we're at. They're right here on 35.
This is the home of my youth. As a boy, I couldn't wait to escape from it. Now I can't wait to escape back into it.
Yeah, Johnny, it's a fine hideout.
Family must still live here. There's something so unmistakably Brewster about the Roosters. I do hope there's a fatted calf awaiting the return of the prodigal.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Oh, look, Johnny. Drinks.
As if we were expected. A good omen.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Aunt Abby, Aunt Martha, it's Jonathan.
You get out of here.
I'm Jonathan.
Oh,
Your
no.
nephew, Jonathan.
Oh, no, you're not. You're nothing like Jonathan. So don't pretend you are. You just get out of here.
I'm Jonathan, and this is Dr. Einstein.
Well, he's not Dr. Einstein either.
Not Dr. Albert Einstein, Dr. Herman Einstein.
Who are you? You're not our nephew, Jonathan.
I see you're still wearing the lovely garnet ring that Grandma Brewster bought in England. And you, Aunt Martha, still the high collar to hide the scar where Grandfather's acid burned you.
His voice is like Jonathan's.
Have you been in an accident?
No, my face. Dr. Einstein is responsible for that. He's a plastic surgeon. He changes people's faces.
I've seen that face before. When we went to the movies with the Schultz boy, and I was so frightened. It was that face.
Easy, Johnny, easy. Don't worry, ladies. The last 5 years, I give Johnny 3 new faces. I give him another one right away. This last face, well, I saw that picture too, just before I operate, and I was intoxicated.
See what you've done to me, Doctor. Even my own family doesn't.
Johnny, you're home in this lovely house. How often he tells me about Brooklyn, about this house, about his aunts he loves so much. They know you, Johnny. You know it's Jonathan. Speak to him. Tell him so.
Well, Jonathan, it's been a long time. What have you been doing all these years?
Yes, where have you been?
Oh, England, South Africa, Australia, the last 5 years, Chicago. Dr. Einstein and I were in business there together.
Oh, well, we were in Chicago for the World's Fair.
We found Chicago awfully warm.
Yeah, it got hot for us too.
Oh, it's wonderful to be in Brooklyn again. And you, Abby, Martha, you don't look a day older. Just as I remember you. Sweet, charming, hospitable. And little Teddy, did he ever get into politics? My little brother, Doctor, was determined to become president.
Well, Teddy's fine, just fine, and Mortimer's well, too.
I know all about Mortimer. I've seen his nasty picture at the head of his column. Evidently, he's fulfilled all of his early nasty nature.
We're very fond of Mortimer. Yes, Jonathan, it's been very nice to have seen you again.
Bless you, Aunt Martha. It's good to be home again.
We've got to see that what's on the stove doesn't boil over.
Oh, yes, if you'll excuse us a minute, Jonathan. Unless you're in a hurry to go somewhere.
Well, Johnny, where do we go from here? We got to think fast. The police have got pictures of that face. I got to operate on you right away. We got to find a place for that, and we got to find a place for Mr. Spinalzo, too.
Not to worry about that rat.
But, Johnny, we got a hot stiff on our hands.
Forget Mr. Spinalzo.
Johnny, you can't leave a dead body in the rumble seat. You shouldn't have killed him. Johnny, he was a nice fellow. He gives us a lift, and what happens?
He said I looked like Boris Karloff. That's your work, Doctor. You did this to me.
Johnny, we find a place somewhere. I'll fix you up beautiful.
Tonight.
I got to eat first, Johnny. I'm hungry. I'm weak.
We're glad that you remembered us and took the trouble to stop in and say hello. But you were never happy in this house, and we were never happy while you were in it. So we've just come in to say goodbye.
Aunt Martha, I can't say that your feeling towards me comes as a surprise. I have spent a great many hours regretting the many heartaches I must have given you as a boy.
You were quite a trial to us, Jonathan.
Yes. My biggest disappointment is for Dr. Einstein. I promised him that no matter how hurried we were hurrying through Boston, that I would bring him here for some of Aunt Martha's home-cooked dinners.
Well, I'm afraid there wouldn't be enough.
It's a pretty good-sized pot roast, Abby.
Oh, pot roast?
The least we could do is that...
Thank you, Aunt Martha.
Well, then
we'll stay to dinner.
We'll hurry it along.
Yes.
Now, if you wanted to freshen up, Jonathan, you may use the washroom in Grandfather's old laboratory.
Is that still there?
Oh, yes, just as it was. Well, I'll help Martha get things started, since we're all in a hurry.
Well, Johnny, we get a meal anyway.
Grandfather's laboratory. And just as it was, Doctor. A perfect operating room.
Too bad we can't use it.
Why, when you're finished with me, we can make a fortune here. The laboratory, the large ward in the attic. 10 beds, Doctor. And Brooklyn is crying for your talents.
Why work yourself up, Johnny? Anyway, for Brooklyn, I think we're a year too late.
Now, you don't know this town, Doctor. Practically everyone in Brooklyn needs a new face.
But so many of the old faces are locked up.
A very small percentage. And the boys in Brooklyn are famous for paying generously to stay out of jail.
Take it easy, Johnny. Your aunts, they don't want us here.
We're here for dinner, aren't we?
Yeah, but after dinner?
I'll take care of it. Why, this house will be our headquarters for years.
Oh, that would be beautiful, Johnny. This nice, quiet house. Those aunts of yours. Such lovely ladies. I love them already. I go get the bags, yeah?
Just a moment, Doctor. We must be invited first.
What you just said.
We'll be invited.
And if they say no?
2 helpless old women.
It's like comes true a beautiful dream. Only I hope you're not dreaming. It's so peaceful.
Oh, that's what makes this house so perfect for us. It's so peaceful. God, jeez.
Charge!